the extended North Tunnel project to be approximately the same as the previous tunnel, and we're estimating about $74 million.
Thanks, Bill. Other questions?
Okay, so what are they going to do? What are you now going to do with the buildings that you're able to save? Are they going to be spruced up, built up, or what?
So the question is, what is now going to happen to the buildings that are owned by the county but now going to be preserved?
So one thing for sure is that we won't need to modify any of the buildings or relocate the buildings or demolish any of the buildings. So that's the most important takeaway from the extended North Tunnel. During the construction of the flood mitigation plan, they will exist just the way that they are. We do intend to maintain them while we own them. And then their final disposition after we're done the flood mitigation projects, what we intend to do will be decided then, but we would just like to see them return back to residential structures. Realizing, of course, that they do exist in a 100-year floodplain.
Other questions? So the question was about the WMAR loan that was mentioned by the county executive.
So the WMAR loan is a great opportunity for us. It is a loan program offered through the Environmental Protection Agency. It's a federal loan program that funds water projects. We are not the only jurisdiction that is using WMAR loans. For example, Baltimore City is using it for their Back River treatment plant. However, we are very fortunate to be applying for this loan So as far as this program allows us to borrow up to 49% of the costs of all the projects, of the watershed projects. So that significantly is reducing the amount of money that the county will have to directly put in. It is a loan program.
Other questions?
How much do you anticipate that each property owner will have to give up for this project to be successful?
So the question is about the easements and what property owners might have to give up in order for the project to be successful.
So I believe that the easements that we will have to obtain for this project are very much less impactful than the original West End projects would be, simply because the original projects will occur on the surface and will change the surface, the way the surface looks. With a tunnel, there's subterranean easements. So we may be 50 to 125 feet below any structure that we might pass under. So that's a significant difference in a way to evaluate an easement. So I would say that there would be no significant impact to property owners with these types of easements as opposed to traditional easement, traditional construction projects.
Any other questions? Great. Thank you so much for being here, and that concludes our press conference today.
Thanks, Mark. This is exciting.
Yeah, it is great. I'm glad we were able to do it.
Me too. Thanks for all your hard work on it.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Don't